is day 31 of the 100-day reality challenge. And I was doing some more reading, and I was reading chapter, I think, 7 and 8. Well, actually 6 and 7. And I started chapter 8 in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. And after my revelation of how I use money and why I do what I do with money, which is to use it to get myself some attention, I read on chapter 6, The Resistance to Change, and chapter 7, How to Change. And I already know that for chapter 7 I'm going to have to go over it a couple times so that way I can really have it sink in on how to change. And basically what I got out of chapter 7 on how to change, well, chapter 6 on resistance to change is that the mind and the things that we do are often like a child that you let go to sleep whenever they want to go to sleep, and then one day you decide that you want them to go to sleep at 8 o'clock, and you have to retrain them on how to go to sleep earlier. So your mind is really, our minds are really like that when it comes to us wanting to make changes in our lives. And I can totally see and understand that and appreciate that. Because when things need to change, I really have to do a lot of talking to myself before the change actually occurs, so that way I won't freak the hell out when the change is happening, or minimize the freak out when the change is happening. So that was the Resistance to Change chapter, and on chapter 7 it was about how to change, and there was a lot of exercises about releasing, about letting go, about forgiving, and there's not very many things that I'm holding on to, because really all the excuses that I would have probably given as to why I couldn't change, I'm really over them, because I realize I need to change. I need to make this change if I want to be able to walk into and get to the next level of my life where I feel I need to be or would like to be. So that was really interesting reading. I'm trying not to feel too bad about myself and why I spend money the way I spend it. And as the universe would have it, there is a particular sum of money that I'm going to be coming into in the next 2 weeks. And a couple of weeks ago, my brother I was talking to my brother about it, and one of the first things out of his mouth was, you don't have to spend it all, you don't have to budget it. Just do 1 or 2 important things and sit on the rest. And I'm very glad he said that, because I'm really taking it to heart, so that way I won't do what I keep on doing with money, which is budgeting it out and pushing it out and sharing it out till I have none. And it really speaks to what it is I'm finding out about myself right now in terms of how I deal with money. And I'm really glad that I have his counsel on, just relax. It doesn't have to do, the money doesn't have to do everything. So it's really great how the universe is kind of working and coming together to make me do better with this money that I'm going to be coming into. And I have faith, and I know that I will do better with this money than all the other monies I've ever had. I know that I will handle myself accordingly. I will leave myself a really generous margin, and I will do well. I will do well. I'm speaking that out so that way I can hear myself saying it, and my subconscious will get it, and my soul and psyche and everything else will be aligned as well. So it's coming. In the next 2 weeks, it's coming. There are 2 very important things I have to do concerning my house and some paperwork for my house, and the money will help out a lot in the rest of it. There's maybe 2 expenditures I'm going to do for myself, which is to purchase myself some equipment that I've needed for a little while, and something that had gotten stolen of mine like a year ago. So after that, that's really kind of it. I was thinking about maybe doing a little vacation, but I'm not so solid or certain about that yet. So once I get the money, I will not be in a rush to divvy it out to the different things that it needs to go, that I think it needs to go to. So I'm trying not to feel too sick about what I've been doing. The past is the past, and now that I know better, I want to do better. So that is something that I'm putting in my mind. I'm trying not to be really hard on myself with how I used to do things, because I didn't really realize it. And now that I do realize it, I'm going to move forward in faith, and I'm going to move forward with these new things that I've learned, so that way I can do better. So that's what that was today on day 31. And usually after I do like a massive cooking, I don't like eating my own food, but I was so stinking hungry today, and I didn't want to go out and spend any money to buy something at the natural food store or have them even deliver it, because that would be just crazy. I have food. I have a freezer full of food. So I actually ate one of the foods that I cooked on Saturday, and I was like, wow, this is so fantastic. And I felt like a little kid. That mom had cooked, you know, their special meal, and they just got, you know, to eat it and enjoy it, and I felt really good and really proud of myself for sticking with it. And even though when I wasn't feeling well, I stuck with it, and I pushed through, and I was able to make it to the other side. So that felt really, really good today, to be able to eat my own food and know that it's safe and healthy for me. And Julia had made a remark on one of my videos that my self-worth was like my cooking. It was, or my truth is like my cooking. It was wholesome and beautiful, and you know, that really brought everything kind of together for me. So thank you very much, Julia. I really enjoy watching your videos. I feel we're kindred in some respects, and we're kind of going on the same money journey in odd kind of ways. So I wish you well on yours, and I hope we can maybe help each other out. So I am still manifesting either a wonderful job that is fun and I get abundantly paid for it, or some type of windfall or lottery winnings. I am still manifesting that. And oddly enough, the other day, a couple of weeks ago, I had done the feather manifestation of getting a blue feather with markings on it, and I was going to my one of my appointments, and right in front of the door was a blue feather with special markings on it. I kid you not. I was like, wow, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Was like, I manifested that. It's so awesome. So to help kind of bolster myself and buoy myself in my manifestations, today I was sitting outside and I manifested another specific feather, a red feather with black circles rimmed in white. So I will keep a lookout for this special feather, and we'll see when and how it's going to come about. So that's all I have for day 31. Kind of rainy here in Miami. A little down, I guess. Trying to get myself back into spirits and just boost up my energy again, so that way I can continue with my manifestations, with my positive affirmations, and with the positive things that are going on in my life. And thank you everyone who comments. It feels so warm and inviting to be a part of this community, and to know that other people care about my journey as well. So thank you, and I will see you on day 32. Bye.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.